Okay, so this is probably going to be a shorter video than most of my other videos, and it's completely unscripted, so I'm basically just talking out of my arse here, which is very unusual for this channel. But I just wanted to talk about some of the teasers Tyler the Creator has dropped for his presumably next project, Call Me If You Get Lost. Before I actually talk about anything, I think it's best if I actually just watch the teasers that he's dropped so far. So this is the first teaser, Side Street it's called, and you can see clearly Tyler's just absolutely necking off with this girl. And I think that's the same car that's used in the Nostalgia Ultra cover for Frank Ocean. I think it's quite clear at this point the album is going to be called Call Me If You Get Lost. If you look closely, you can even see on the wheels, you can see Me If You Get Lost on the wheels near the dog. I, at the moment, really have no idea what the concept of this album will be about. I mean, the last two albums were literally essentially Tyler getting really sentimental, emotional, talking about his feelings and sexuality. Primarily, it was his sexuality in relation to men. How he liked having close relations with men. So the immediate thing of just Tyler the Creator making out with a girl, it's a bit of a juxtaposition from what has been said in his previous albums. So obviously he's just absolutely going to town, and then he leaves quite rapidly, drives off in his car.
Baby, who the fuck is that?
No one.
So from the way the girl responds, we assume she's having an affair with Tyler. And we've also got Tucko here, presumably playing a role. I don't think he's actually playing himself. But yeah, it's a strange thing to start off with. Tyler necking off with a girl, so he's having an affair. Maybe there's some correlation there with Tucko being his friend. Maybe there could be some sort of messages in the album how he doesn't feel like he's loyal to his friends. Maybe something like that. It's abstract. It's very abstract. It's really abstract. You can't really just pin down from this what the album's going to be about at all.
Okay, ready?
Yeah, I'm so excited to go check out this new matcha store.
So interestingly there as well, I personally, you can say I'm wrong if you want, but personally for me, with my ear, I feel like this album is starting to follow the same kind of lines as Cherry Bomb. Because Cherry Bomb had this really sort of... Cherry Bomb, for a large part, involved the guitar quite a lot, weirdly. If you go back and listen to it, despite all of the blown out tracks, there's a lot of guitar in it. Very soulful, sort of calm album for a lot of it. And for me, the sound of these little teasers we've gotten with the voicemails, as well as this, I feel like this album more than any other is gonna maybe go back to what Cherry Bomb was trying to accomplish. I mean, I think Cherry Bomb was a great album. I think it accomplished everything it wanted on, like, flying colours, but I know Cherry Bomb isn't the most favourable Tyler album. So that's the first teaser, quite an ambiguous one, but we also have another teaser which just dropped. So as you see here, we have this other teaser called Lumberjack, which actually looks a lot more substantial. It's this 1 minute sort of teaser again to a track. It's very similar to the marketing campaign that went for Igor. Because if we go back and look, before the album was released, Tyler the Creator released these 50-second short teasers for the album, like teasing parts of songs. I feel like the marketing is going to be very similar this time around, which also makes me think we might get this album very soon. I mean, like, if we're lucky, Friday, which is mad to think about. It's mad to think that 2 years has even passed since Igor. That's fucking insane. That time went so quick. This is going to be the first time me watching this teaser, okay? So let's just watch it together and we'll analyze it after.
The plan was to sled in Brian Hill, Utah. Chase him dead. Drop vanilla and cocoa. Like a shitty old. I hit Drizzy and told him I had a million.
Oh! Oh my god! Yeah, this is way more substantial. Okay, holy shit! Holy fuck. Okay. That was fucking insane. There's a lot to analyze there. Okay, so we start off with Tyler laying down in this sort of like huge room. It's almost like he's like a toy. Quite similar to the I Fucking Hate You music video. We could presume this is just Tyler in his sort of natural environment, because he's there with a notepad, he's reading, he's looking at these It looks like he's looking at some locations within a book.
The plan was to sled in Brian Head, Utah. Chase him dead, drop vanilla and cocoa.
It sounds like, weirdly, this is just a theory, but it sounds like he might be doing some spoken word, like, storytelling. Somewhat similar to Pimp a Butterfly. I wonder if that's going to play into the actual album. Because with Kendrick's T-Pab, after a lot of the songs, he has this poem that he just continues and continues throughout the album, like, building up this storyline throughout the album. It sounds, to me, like Tyler might do something like that. There's definitely spoken word, as he says, something about skiing. The plan was to ski in Utah. It's like he's giving background for sort of what the track is about, I guess. So we can see here he gets a phone call and quickly grabs the phone and gets up. I presume if you look back to the previous video, we could assume this is the girl that Tyler is having this affair with. I guess the meaning behind all of that will become much more clear when the album actually comes out. You can see from his last two albums, Flower Boy, Igor, and I can assume this one, Tyler the Creator just loves love. He loves the idea of falling in love. And on Igor, we can know that he hates the idea of falling out of love. I feel like, you know, Tyler's becoming a lot more sentimental and emotional, constantly moving forward now. All of the dark stuff is basically behind him. The darker tone he had on his earlier albums basically behind him. He's basically gone head first into this neo-soul direction, and it's really fucking working. I mean, I say that, but we hear the instrumental on this track. Now, this just confirms my suspicions about this being more in the air of Cherry Bomb sound. Very distorted, whacked out beat. I like Tyler's monotone vocal delivery on this. From this image as well, we see Tyler, yeah, so he's got all this luggage piled up and he looks very small. I wonder if that has anything to do with anything. So who's Tyler? It looks like some sort of doctor, or is it a therapist that Tyler's talking to here? I don't know. He's having some sort of conversation with this woman. And that's something that's definitely intentional. They look small. They look purposely toy-like in comparison to their surroundings. Right, so now we get this, which is some weird... I'll have to do some research because I don't understand what that's supposed to be. He's had this intentional makeup put on to make his face look distorted. Weirdly, I mentioned I fucking hate you earlier. It looks like the I fucking hate you makeup that he puts on. He's dressed up in this bowler hat with a bow tie and a suit. I wonder what this means. He looks noticeably older. God, this is so fucking interesting now. I'm so intrigued to see what the content of the album actually is now. So you have this, I don't want to say anything too early, but I wonder if there will be like sort of an alter ego thing that we saw in, obviously, Bastard Wolf and Goblin, but also Igor. Igor had this alter ego of Tyler and this sort of fucking insane character of Igor. I wonder if there'll be something similar on this album. I don't know. Yeah, this imagery's bizarre. Look at the background as well. You've got this weird, like, coconut looking house behind him. You've got like snowy mountains behind him, but in the foreground you have this sort of yellow grassiness. It's weird. Everything looks strange. So Tyler gets caught in this sort of blizzard. This could be linking to how maybe he mentioned about skiing earlier. The imagery's very compelling, but I don't really understand it yet. I mean, I think that's fair enough to say. I haven't listened to the album yet, so I'm only guessing at what this stuff could mean. But I'm just so fucking excited for this album. It's insane. And then it ends there with the same... It's basically sounds like a jingle of Call Me If You Get Lost. So I think it's almost confirmed that is the title of the album. Yeah, this imagery looks whacked out and weird, and the beat on that, oh my fuck. The beat on that sounds incredible. Very distorted, very whacked out. And I'm so happy Tyler is like just banging out the flows. Like he is spitting some hard bars on this shit. It sounded fucking amazing. This has got me incredibly hyped for the album. I'm so fucking excited now. So yeah, those were the two teasers that have been released as of yet. I was sort of considering waiting for other ones to come out, but I have no idea when the album will actually release, because it could be very soon. So I just wanted to get my opinions out on at least these couple teasers, especially since this one just came out. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments and what you think some of this stuff means. I'm really interested to see what you guys take away from this. I personally don't like to theorize about what something might mean when I know that in the future I will find out what it means. It just seems a bit counterintuitive. But all I can say is that from this teaser we've got something a lot more substantial than the previous one. We've actually heard music from the album and it sounds fucking incredible, to be honest. It sounds so good. Anyways, that's about it. As I said, let me know what you guys think of this in the comments. This was a completely unscripted video, which I never do on my channel, which is weird. But yeah, I just wanted to say something about these teasers, as opposed to nothing. Because I know everyone's excited. I know everyone's waiting for the album to drop. And I just wanted to talk a little bit about it. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. A like, subscribe, and a share to anyone would be much appreciated. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.